Okay, so, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of the Poor Decision Podcast. Dun 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 dun. We've made it
Womp
to
womp.
10 episodes. Crazy. Especially since we started this in what? Uh, End of January, I think?
Yeah, so I was gonna say 2 episodes per month,
Pretty.
5.
Well,
So
at that
yeah,
time we were doing like once a month, but
yeah.
we have picked up the pace. We're trying to stay on this every 2 week schedule. Um and I think we've been doing pretty good. I hope you guys have been liking it. If you haven't already, check out the YouTube channel. We post all of the video recordings of the podcast to there. Usually within about 3 or 4 days of us hosting the podcast. So yeah, I guess we'll just start off as usual. My name is True55. I'll be the host of today's episode. And I am joined with my lovely coworkers or co-host, whatever they are. Um, uh, Jet Kamikaze
Yes, sir. What's up, yo?
and Mr. Shactus himself.
I guess.
So, per usual, what you guys drinking today?
I'll go first. I'm drinking a barrel aged stout. It's raspberry. Oh, it's not. It's actually dripping. Mm, I just popped it. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Now I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I just popped it. A little bit too much carbonation, kind of overflowed, so I got a little mess. But I got a coaster for that, so my girlfriend don't kill me. Now I was on it, but it is raspberry and chocolate, and it's delicious.
Nice.
It's 11.2%. So if I get a little saucy, y'all know why.
Oh, Jesus. Shaq, what are you drinking?
Is Kevin here?
Yes, Kevin is here.
Okay. I'm pouring myself a whiskey neat
Hmm.
just for Kevin, so he doesn't complain. I'm trying to be healthy and take care of myself, you know.
Uh,
But it's fine.
It'll be fine. One day out the week, you'll be okay. Well, for me, I am currently drinking Foster's. Uh, Depending on how fast I get through that, I also have a 32 for Coronas, a 32 Corona. So, you know, both of those are probably going to be today because I drank too much wine yesterday. Um,
I don't know what too much wine means, but all right.
uh,
Too much wine is when
mm,
your girlfriend says, "Oh my gosh, you drink all the wine."
there's a
That
little bit left.
she was like heavily surprised. I heard her through his headphone. I was like, "Bro, how much did you drink?"
So we finished 1.5 bottle or a little over 1.5 bottles yesterday. But I mean,
Mm.
I've been working out more, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just turning into a lightweight or something. But normally I
That's
can
what
get through
you
more
known
than
as push-ups.
bro. I'm trying to get back to that B cup.
Okay.
But yeah. So I guess we'll start getting to it with our topics for the week. I guess we'll start with kind of a follow up to our previous episode, talking about E3. So, if you were here last uh podcast, you would know that we all E3 was uh about a week ago. And during that time, we they had the schedule and stuff, and they had presentations for a lot of the big names. One name that was not there was Sony, but even with that, they still had a fairly big showing, and this is the first time that they've had E3 and since 2019, since it was canceled last year. So I guess we'll just we'll say start off with an overview of what everybody's opinion of it. I guess we can, or do you guys just want to go presentation by presentation?
Listen, before we start this conversation, I just need to know: are we coming on here and telling the truth today?
Bruh.
Yes, yes,
We're
full
coming.
truth,
Okay.
full truth.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
hey, full truth. I'm gonna let Shaq have it, bro.
All right.
He seemed like he ready.
So,
It's time for them to cancel it, Faber. I'm gonna be honest.
well,
Like
they
we
already
don't need. We
canceled it
don't.
last week or last year.
Nah,
Yeah.
it needs to just be canceled permanently. Ain't no. What's the point? Listen, fam. I mean, I know me and you complained about Capcom and Square Enix, and we'll get into it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But that thing was garbage. Like the only listen, Capcom came with to
Nothing.
quote unquote announce 4 games that it already released. So if it was like an in-person thing, that would not have happened because you're not going to spend the resources to come to a show to say, "Hey, by the way, we released these games months ago." What was the that shit was stupid. They should have not held it. And to be honest, like at this point, like if it's just, I don't truthfully foresee them really going back to like these huge in-person conferences. They might, but if they plan on possibly continuing this like virtual thing, there's no point because then people can just do like Sony do and just do their own thing. There's no point in like getting together to do your own virtual like tree houses and things all in the same week.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think most of, and I think you guys probably agree, most of the presentations were kind of underwhelming.
They were just, most of them were bad, honestly.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was, so if besides, so the only ones that I really enjoyed were probably Ubisoft, Microsoft, and Nintendo, surprisingly. But it was just like everything else just felt like, why are we here? Like, and
Right.
I kind of agree with what Shaq said. I'm trying to give them the benefit of doubt because this is still during COVID times, so a lot of games are like on the back burner and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I want to see how they handle it next year. If they continue this trend of this type of E3, then yeah, I kind of agree with Shaq. Like, it's not worth it. Like it's a like I like the idea of E3 as in terms of like, gaming conventions and all that stuff. And like for so long E3 has been like the gaming convention. Like the only other
Yeah.
one was like indie gaming show or PAX and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you don't like people don't actually like set time aside for those. Like it's just, oh, there was a new PAX, there was a new Kingdom Hearts PAX trailer, or oh, they
Catch it on
announced a
YouTube
new
afterwards.
Pokemon shit. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of the way that it is. Like you just see the YouTube videos after, but like people actually sit down and watch these presentations. And I think that's why it just felt so underwhelming because like E3 has had like so many moments that like when you see this year, it's just like the fuck. Like why did I waste my time? And like
Yeah.
I even streamed it and I was just like, dog, I'm kind of bored. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was doing, like, I was taking notes on all of the stuff for, like, this podcast, I probably wouldn't have watched half of the shit.
Yeah.
So,
So it's yeah.
so, but yeah, Chris, do you have any, like, I guess we started off with overall thoughts of it.
Bruh. You remember what I said? I said, "Y'all, I'm at work. Give me the cliff notes." And you said, "You ain't miss shit." I said,
You
"Oh,
ain't
say
missed
less."
not one thing, bro.
Yeah, you didn't
Because
miss a
like
thing.
for me, it's like going back to years prior. It was like a big deal. Like E3. Oh my gosh! Like I know a whole bunch of people talking about it.
Hmm.
When you watched whatever they had, it actually was like good content of shit to come
Hmm.
for stuff that's about to drop. And as you said, COVID and all that's definitely messed up a lot of people's plans. But I still feel like they decided not to raise the bar for themselves. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they did the
why
bare
are you
minimum.
announcing content that's already released content?
Hmm.
Yeah. Like
That don't make no sense. That don't make
They
no
literally
sense. Like,
came to
bro,
show Resident Evil, and they were like, "You're gonna get multiplayer in a year." But you could have put that on a tweet.
Right.
They didn't show
you
no
could have,
gameplay of the multiplayer, nothing. They said,
Yeah.
"Oh,
yeah,
this
you
is
could
gonna
have.
come."
They could have had their own little direct like Nintendo does. And I was gonna say something about that. Like, it kind of sucks that like Nintendo they'll like, oh, we'll show this at E3 and this at E3, but then in like 2 weeks we'll have like a Nintendo Direct. For don't get me on the 2 weeks, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
But
they're
we'll
having
help.
one in 2 weeks because they're having one for Kazuya.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
like,
So
I
we'll
don't know.
we'll we'll show you our new games on our own time, but not at E3, bro. That's the time to do it.
Yes, and
You know?
Sony even said, yeah, fuck this. We're just gonna make our own direct like after we see everybody else's, just so we know what we have to
Yeah,
do.
like to be completely honest, out of all the shows, and out of all the presentations, I feel like Microsoft was really the only one that came actually like super prepared.
Yep.
And again, it's kind of one of those things where if I'm them after this, I'm kind of like, screw this, I'm gonna go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
doesn't really benefit me in any way.
Well, so
Um,
I think it benefited them the most because it gave them the spotlight that
they
normally
might not
is,
normally get.
yeah, because normally like because normally it's like you see a Microsoft presentation and then always after you had the Sony presentation and the Nintendo presentation. So like
Yeah.
it no like and usually what happens is after the Microsoft presentation, they're like, "Oh, Xbox content exclusive, Xbox exclusive, blah 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 blah." And then like Sony shows like Ghost of Tsushima and then shows all of the games that Microsoft showed except for obviously the Xbox exclusive shit. And you're just like, well, fuck that. I'm not getting an Xbox. I'm gonna go get Sony. So like this is the one time like they sat there and said, "We're gonna give you games. We're gonna give you things that are content exclusive to us, and you're only be able to find it on Xbox. And not only that, we have Bethesda now, and you're only gonna find Bethesda shit on Xbox."
Xbox, yeah,
So yeah, so I
Yeah.
think honestly, I think they did the best in out of everybody. And I think I had
they
them
did.
rated. I had them rated the highest out of all of them. I had them at a B plus, but I probably would go back and re-rate them as like an A minus in terms
I
of
think I'd give them.
everything.
I think I'd give them an A for two reasons. One, presentation.
Hmm.
I like the presentation a lot, and two, I like that they. I like what they're doing with this console generation.
Hmm.
I think they
Mhm.
so they had I think they showed off 30 games in the presentation. 27 of them are going to be on Game Pass.
Yep.
Essentially, 27 of them are pretty much going to be Xbox exclusives.
Yep.
And I like that they're doing that. They're not even they're basically saying, you know, we're not trying to compete with Sony on the games that you could get on either console. We're just going to give you the things that you can only get on Xbox. Look at these, and this is why you're going to want to buy an Xbox. And I like that marketing strategy, and I also like the whole Game Pass thing where you essentially just pay your $5 a month, and now you have access to all their major titles, including Halo and things like that, on launch day without paying anything extra. It's just that $5 a month, and you have access to everything. And I think that's a cool way to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Also they had the literally the best trailer of the entire show, which was the Outer Worlds 2 trailer. That shit
Mhm.
was fire.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that was such a good trailer. But yeah, they had crazy amounts of games. Like they had Starfield, which is an Xbox exclusive. Not only that, supposed to be outer space action adventure RPG game. They had Stalker
Mhm.
2. They showed Back for Blood, which is the Left for Dead remake. Sea of Thieves is getting Jack Sparrow. They have Psychonauts, Fallout 76 updates. Uh, Apparently Hades is now coming to Xbox, which how was it not already on Xbox? They have a new Halo Infinite. They had a new RPG that's specifically coming out for Xbox, I think. I think it was an Xbox exclusive. Um, which they had a trailer for it, and then they also announced a fucking another game that comes out sooner that they didn't say shit for, and I'm just like, dog, y'all got this backwards. But uh, Forza Horizon 5, open world. They even have a BR mode. And at the end of the game, they even talked about Elder Scrolls 6 and Fable in passing. That both saying that both of those games were still in development or are in development, which even gives you something better, more to look for. Also, then they just had another Left 4 Dead game, but instead of zombies, it's vampires. So I think.
And
Oh, go ahead.
no, you got it. You think?
I just think that in terms of everything, they just killed it.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate information on one, Fable, and two, Skyrim 6. That's all I had to say.
Yeah. I mean, it was brief. They're like, oh yeah, also don't
Well,
forget we got this back in the plot too. If this wasn't enough for you.
well, bruh, but that's what I was saying. The last podcast was like, bro, like they dropped the trailer for Elder Scrolls 6, and then didn't say nothing. They didn't say where we were at,
Yeah.
anything, bro. It was
Yeah.
just a short trailer, bro. I was like, bro, come on, give
But
me more.
Nintendo tends to wait till like they're almost basically ready to release games to really get into them. So
Yep.
I would expect that probably means the Fable 6 is looking like a 2022 like holiday release, and you'll probably hear about it next year.
You mean Microsoft,
Yeah,
not Nintendo.
Microsoft, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you know where his head's
the
at.
green guys. The green
Yeah.
guys.
But yeah, so I would say they were, yeah, I would say like an A minus. My only like biggest gripe with them was that they did say they only said Fable and Elder Scrolls 6 in passing, because I think that's like two of the biggest things that people were looking for. Um the
Yeah, I just don't
other
think they're ready to show them off yet.
Probably. Um, the other thing I think, I guess going up, and we can cover these two quickly. Ubisoft, I think was pretty cool. Um,
Mhm.
they showed 6 games. Um, yeah. They showed off Rainbow Six Extraction, which is the new Rainbow Six game that's coming out. It's a survival mode game, with different units. It is PvE, with up to 3 players in game. And it looks kind of like a mix of like Resident Evil and like the original Fortnite game. Not the battle royale, but the actual zombie apocalypse game. And I don't know, I thought it looked pretty cool. They also showed off Rocksmith Plus, which is essentially a rhythm game on how to learn how to actually play guitar and bass. They showed off Riders Republic, which is essentially a social X Games game. They
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that game does, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks interesting, but and I feel like that's
It's,
something I would like to watch, like starting off on Twitch, but I don't know if I don't
it's
think
just
it's a
like,
game I would play.
yeah, it's like one of those games like it looks cool, but it's like, how long are people gonna play that for? But I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Then they added the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Brawlhalla. Um,
Mhm.
they have Valhalla updates scheduled, so they're essentially turning Valhalla into, or Assassin's Creed Valhalla, into a live service, and they're making, or they're showing new stuff for Far Cry 6, and then they're also making a DLC pack that essentially allows you to play as the villains of Far Cry 3, 4, and 5, if I remember correctly. So, overall, I think Ubisoft actually did pretty good too. They didn't show that many games, but all of the content they had was interesting.
Yeah.
I gave them a B plus. Shaq, I don't know if you watched that one.
Yeah, I watched Yubi, mainly because I was excited about Far Cry. I mean, Rainbow Six Extraction,
Hmm.
I would play it, but I know like it's gonna be all the tryhards that come over from Siege, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna hate myself for playing it. So, but it
Well,
looks really good.
yeah. Well, so right now they haven't really shown a PvP section of it. They only
No,
showed off the
I think they're gonna
PvE part.
continue. I think they're actually gonna continue to update Siege. It's looking like what the plan is probably gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but It looks cool. I like Rainbow Six games. I might try it out. What I really want though is a Rainbow Six Vegas game. If anyone used to play those games, I won't like them to go back to that stuff, but that's
Mm-hmm.
probably not going to happen. Um, and then I was just really excited for Far Cry because I played every Far Cry since the second one,
Yeah.
and I'm a big Far Cry fan.
The
And
Bro,
um
I won't
bruh,
finish it just
bruh,
because I have a penchant to
chat.
not finish them. But yo,
Didn't you like only play like 4?
Far Cry? No, I've played 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've only finished. I only finished 3, 2, and 3. I haven't finished 4 or
oh
5. I never finished those two,
this this
but I
this
played
was
them all.
this is pre-commitment issue Shaq. Don't worry
This
about it.
this is this is what I was asking. Y'all, if y'all don't know, after the number 4, Shaq has a commitment issue with you.
Yeah,
So
that's where it all started with Far Cry.
Yeah, listen, them games are long, bro. You get near the end and you just get tired of doing the same stuff. But they're good games. I mean, they're really good. I also played. I don't know. I guess I also played the Primeval one, which I guess isn't technically numbered, but I played that too.
I
But
mean,
yeah, they're too long, man. To be finishing them, they're good.
I mean,
sorry, bro.
and you got commission issues, dog. It's fine.
It's fine, bro.
So I guess we'll go to the next one. Gearbox with the only thing that really saved them was Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Everything else was about it was fucking boring and stupid.
I think I missed this one.
Yeah, I gave it a B minus at first, but I going back and like thinking about it, it's definitely like a C minus. Cause like, and the and the only reason I'll give it like a C, cause Tiny Tina's Wonderland, it looked cool. It just looked like Dungeons and Dragons Borderlands, which sounds pretty cool. They talked about the Borderlands movie, which was boring, and they said Godfall is going to be going to the PS4, which Godfall sucks on the PS5, so it's probably going to suck on PS4. So, and now we can get to the shit shows. So Square Enix and Capcom, we just put them in the same category because honestly, it's gonna be quick. Both of them were ass, like complete ass, like dog shit ass.
I'd rather them just have not come.
Bro,
To
I wish they didn't
the
either.
servers are going to be there.
Yeah. So Square, they showed Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a new game, in the Marvel series that they're taking over and shit, and it looked okay, but the only person you get to play as is Star Lord.
Yeah,
It's
like
essentially
what is
Mass
that?
Effect. It's like a dumbed down Mass Effect with
Mhm.
4 characters, and you don't care.
Where you play with probably, well, I don't know about it. I can't speak for everyone else, but my least favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. So
Yeah,
I don't,
pretty much the least favorite.
so
Like, I was just like, wait,
I
you
don't get
only
it.
yeah. The moment they said like you only play as Star Lord, I was like, I instantly do not care.
Like, fam, everybody wants to play as Rocket Raccoon, fam. No one's sitting here trying to play as
Exactly.
Bro,
Star Lord.
I want to
What are
play
y'all
as
doing?
Groot. What do you mean? That should be fun. But yeah,
Like,
you
no
get to
one's
play
trying
Bro.
to
as
play as
Star
Star
Lord.
Lord.
Mm-mm. So I was like, and then they showed that off for like 15 minutes of the presentation, and I literally was just like ready to just say, you know what, just end me, dog. I'm over it.
And then what else? Then they showed DLC for the Avengers game, which
Yep.
I feel like nobody liked
Nope.
and like was super buggy. So
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I heard they've made updates to make it serviceable, and the Wakanda update does look kind of cool. I will give them that. I'm still not gonna get the game. Um, but yeah, no. They also are releasing Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and I think this is the bigger announcement that they should have focused on. Is that they're re-releasing Final Fantasy 1 through 6 on mobile and Steam, um, as
Mm.
like a single package, and I think that's like the one of the things they should have focused on. They're also re-releasing Legend of Mana, and they also talked about uh how they're doing updates for the Near mobile game, which I don't know where it falls in the timeline, but I am super stoked for. Then a few of the other things I had, Babylon Fall, which essentially reminds me of like a Final Fantasy 13 spin-off game. It's a 4-person co-op, and it's gonna be a live service game. I still don't really know much more than that, but I did sign up for the beta, so hopefully I can get into it, and maybe I'll stream it when the NDA gets lifted. So we'll see. But also Life is Strange, no, which I don't know if you guys care about. And then they had a Final Fantasy spin-off game called Final Fantasy Who the Fuck Cares? It wants to be a Souls game, and I have to defeat chaos. And it looked like shit. Actually, you know what? When we talk about this, I'm gonna bring it up. But yeah. So
Don't get us demonetized.
nah, I'm bring up just some gameplay. But yeah, it looked so bad.
Yeah,
But
and I mean, Capcom wasn't much better. I mean, yeah. Anyway, those guys.
yeah, Capcom showed what 4 games that either they've already announced
They,
or were
but like,
about to come out.
they didn't even actually show anything. Like, I think the only game they really showed stuff for was
Ace
the Great Ace
Attorney.
Attorney Chronicles. Yeah, that was like the
Yeah.
only thing we actually saw like gameplay stuff for. Aside from that, we got them basically showing the Monster Hunter Rise roadmap
Mhm.
for the next like couple months, like not even through the whole year, just the next like 2 or 3 months.
Mhm.
They told us that Resident Evil Reverse, which is like the Resident Evil multiplayer, is going to launch next month.
Yep.
And then they literally just said, also Resident Evil Village DLC is in development. You could have tweeted all of that.
Yep.
Literally.
And somehow
Make a YouTube video for Ace Attorney, and you could have stayed home.
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. That was all they had. Was those things, and 3 of them were literally just talking points. And it was just like, hey, this is in development.
Yeah.
And
But
that was
yeah.
kind of my thing. Is like, you know what? If it's gonna be like virtual and you're gonna come with that nonsense, there's no point because you wouldn't have done that if you actually had to like send someone to send resources. You would have just not bothered coming, and you would have just like kind of like rode the coattails of Nintendo or Microsoft, and you could have just said that during one of their things.
Mhm.
There's no reason for them to have their own show. It was pointless.
Oh, you know who also had their own show that was fucking pointless?
Verizon,
Well, and
or is that not who you're talking
they
about?
at least had female inclusion in there, so I won't say it's completely useless. They the Bandai Namco presentation. It was 15 minutes, and all they fucking showed was one game that had already been announced at the Microsoft presentation. That's it. They didn't show anything about updates for
Kakarot or anything.
yeah, no updates for Kakarot, no updates for Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear literally has a character coming out next month. Like, and you're telling me you don't even drop a trailer to say who it's gonna be? Like, anything. Like, Dragon Ball Fighters, you make so many fucking fighting games at this point. Like, you could have shown everything, and you show literally just an extended version of something we already saw at Microsoft, and I was like, bro, that might have been the worst trailer. That one was an F. That one was F. Like, the fact that people had to wait for that for you to literally show us one thing, that was an F. The Square and then the worst thing about Square was they didn't even they literally talked about like the 2 things that everybody was like really cares about was Final Fantasy 14 updates and Final Fantasy 16. They said, "Oh yeah, those are coming out eventually." And that's it. And I was just like, "How? No new trailers, nothing?" I was so mad. But yeah, both Capcom and because at least the Ace Attorney thing looked interesting. And then the Monster Hunter stuff looked okay. But so I give them like a D because they didn't show anything. But you know, yeah, Bandai Namco got an F. And then let's get to the last one that any of us cared about and or watched was Nintendo. So for
Verizon?
I mean I watched only half of Verizon. You want to talk
I,
about
I,
Verizon?
no, I couldn't even remember what they did.
Uh, they
Nintendo.
they talked about
I'm just,
esports
I'm
and
honestly just bullshitting. I was just making a joke. We don't have to talk about Verizon at all.
oh,
No.
they essentially
I have T-Mobile, dog. No.
oh
That means
it
nothing for me.
it was they talked about esports and 5G network, and then Razer essentially just said, hey, we made a new PC or laptop and gaming laptop, and they're expensive as shit, but we're better than everybody else, so fuck them kids. That's essentially it. So yeah, let's talk about Nintendo. Um, so Nintendo actually had a good um press conference, and their treehouse even showed more games, which they didn't show during the presentation. During the presentation, they talked about Mario Golf, the new Mario Party. Um, they announced Kazuya from Tekken being in Smash, and he literally threw everybody and their mother off of a fucking cliff.
Bruh,
Um,
that shit was hard.
I actually like when I first saw it. I thought like when I saw like Ganondorf, I was like, wait, did they put
Yeah,
Ganondorf in Tekken? And then I looked, I was
yeah,
like,
bruh.
oh, Kazuya's coming to Smash. That's crazy. I actually want to see his direct, which I think is either end of this week or next week. I don't remember which one. Um, because he has like 9,000 moves. But
Yeah, bruh.
they had
All I
an
saw was hand.
yeah, they have an anniversary for Super Monkey Ball, and a new game coming out. They have a new WarioWare. I think one of the biggest announcements, or one of the two biggest. Well, I'll just finish the other two. They have a new Shin Megami Tensei coming out, Shin Megami Tensei 5. If you don't know that, it's essentially Persona without the high school part, I guess. Um, they have Hyrule Warrior update, and they have Metroid Dread, and they released a new trailer for Breath of the Wild 2.
Woo woo.
That
Yes.
Mario Rabbids, but that was also an Australian Ubisoft.
What was?
Mario
Oh,
Rabbids.
Mario Rabbits was also
Mhm.
on the Ubisoft
Yeah,
one. I
but we
forgot to write
originally,
that one down.
yeah. So we saw it again.
Yeah. So yeah, what did you guys
But yeah,
think of Nintendo?
I'll
I'm
let you
so
start.
glad they finally released some Breath of the Wild 2 stuff, because if they didn't, they was about to get had.
Jack, how do you
Well,
feel?
I'm just gonna pull up. Um, I had mixed emotions on Nintendo,
Mm,
as
mm.
I think both of you saw.
Bro,
Um,
when I tell you this man would go from fuck Nintendo, let's go Nintendo, fuck Nintendo, Nintendo's trash. Hey, I'm back on the Nintendo train, and that was all in
But
7 minutes.
all like, I'm looking at my phone at work. I'm like, bro, this man is going through all type of emotions right now.
Bro,
Like, dang,
that man turned into fucking Kanye West for a second. Man didn't know if he
bro.
was happy, angry, or both.
so I
Man,
started off hype because I might I might return back to Smash.
Mm,
I'm probably lying to myself right now. I'm probably never going back to Smash,
yeah,
but I'm
that's
gonna
okay.
lie and say I'm going back to Smash.
Hmm.
Then what got me upset? Obviously, as everybody knows, I've been waiting for Wind Waker to be sent to the Switch. So I was big mad that that didn't get announced because I like the last couple months I've just been convincing myself that that was gonna happen. So that pissed me off. But then we got Breath of the Wild 2 footage, so I was hyped because it's Breath of the Wild 2. So obviously I'm hyped. And then The other one of the other three things that I was waiting for. I was only waiting for three things from Nintendo. Was I just knew and I swore that we were gonna get a Mega Man Battle Network collection. So I was already disappointed because Capcom didn't announce it, but I was like, maybe we're gonna get it at the Nintendo showcase. That didn't happen. So I was mad again. And then what else was I happy for? I was happy for the Mario Rabbids, and then once they announced Metroid, I was so hyped because I had been telling these two. So I think only one of the three things that I predicted actually happened,
Yeah.
right? So I predicted we get Wind Waker, we would get the what was the other thing?
You said
What
Wind
did I just talk
Waker,
about just
you
seconds
said
ago?
Mega Man, and
Yeah, the Battle Network connection, and then a 2D Metroid game. So
mhm.
I'm okay with Metroid Prime, but I'm a big 2D Metroid fan. And so I was like, there's gonna be a new 2D Metroid announcement, and we got it. So I was super hyped again, and I was back on the Nintendo train. So I'm back on Nintendo train. I'm gonna give them like a B. It's probably better than a B, but just because I didn't get Wind Waker, I'm gonna be salty and drop them to like a B.
I
But
gave them.
overall, I think they did okay.
Yeah, I think they're really good. I personally gave them a B plus. I don't think they were as good as Microsoft. Um, but they were far well and beyond everybody else. I would probably
Yeah.
say they're slightly better than Ubisoft, which I also gave a B plus, but I don't think they made it to the A tier. Um, Mario Golf looks sick to me. New Mario Party. I mean, who's not gonna love
Is it
that?
was it a new Mario Party or was it just like I thought it
It's
was
it's
like
new
they're
Mario.
re-releasing old Mario parties?
It's new Mario Party. I think there's like two new maps and then like all of the old maps that have been upgraded with I think a
Okay.
collection of all of, if not most of the old games.
Okay.
So at least that's how I remember them talking about in the treehouse. Um,
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah, and then
I didn't pay
also
much attention to Mario
and
Party
then
then.
you also can play online and all that other crap. But yeah, I thought that looked really cool. I thought WarioWare looked really funny. Uh, Metroid Metroid Dread is Metroid Dread. Um, I don't really like. I kind of care about Shin Megami Tensei, but only if it comes out on something besides Nintendo, because I'm not gonna buy it on Nintendo. Um, Hyrule's Warriors, I don't care, and Breath of the Wild actually looks pretty dope. Um, So yeah, that's for me. I thought it was really good. They also showed a couple of other games. One of them was No More Heroes 3, which I thought that looks super dope. And I'm super excited for.
They've been talking about that game for like 3 years.
Hmm. I mean, I'm still excited for it. So the biggest problem with the game is that like it's kind of slow and grindy, which is why I don't specifically play it, but it's one of those games that I love the story of. So I usually watch other people or watch like the story development of it. But I am excited for the fact that it's coming out. Um so yeah, I actually think they did really good. I think the Treehouse actually was also really good. They also had part of a Scarlet Nexus to um during Nintendo's as well, which I thought was super cool. Um I still need to play the demo for it so I can decide if I'm gonna get the game or not. Um but yeah, it was pretty much kind of like they have the most solid lineup, so I thought they did a really great job. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of everything that we really cared about for E3. Really. Do you guys have any closing comments on that?
If I would just say if anyone likes games, Mario
Shaq, I think we
pretty cheap. You
lost
can
you
get it
for
for
a
pretty cheap
second.
on the Switch. Um, just go get Mario Rabbids. That's all that matters.
Oh.
It's a really good game.
Hmm.
Honestly, it looks silly, but it's actually a really well made game. I'd strongly recommend.
Yeah. They said there's like a lot more dynamic
That's all I
motion
got.
with it, which it's pretty cool. I mean, XCOM game, real time strategy. So yeah, looks neat. Shaq can play it, but yeah. Chris, do you have anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, only thing I gotta say about them is just they gotta bring some heat, or they gonna lose us, bro. Like
Yeah,
at this rate, they have to start bringing some heat.
I agree.
To do what?
E3 as a whole.
They have ED as a whole has to be better. Like
Yeah.
it's either that or y'all just gonna have to start doing your own directs by yourselves.
Yeah.
Which that might end up becoming a thing. Like
I mean, it pretty
I,
much
you
is
know,
I
already.
think that's the way it's. Yeah, I think that's the way it's gonna go. I mean, with Sony already pulling out, and I could see Nintendo deciding next year that they're just gonna do their own thing, and it would just be Microsoft. I think they're just gonna do their own stuff now,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
is okay. Like, I prefer that because, like, as you're gonna make it good for your own thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't come up here and just to tell us that you're working on something and not show us anything. Like Capcom. So
Yeah. So, but okay. Now that we're done with E3, well, not completely. Now that we've done saying nice things about Nintendo, it's time for our recurring section. Fuck Nintendo. So all those nice things we said about Nintendo and their stream of the Nintendo Direct and the Treehouse. So just about, I think it was either the day before or day of before, just before they started streaming it. Um, they sent out on Twitter telling content creators not to live stream the Direct or the Treehouse. And on Twitch Gaming had already got a contract or an agreement to be able to stream the Direct, but because of that and the fact that Nintendo essentially banned people from live streaming it, Twitch actually said that they weren't gonna live stream it either on the Twitch gaming platform. So just another way that Nintendo's shown that it doesn't care about the people, and it is shitty. And the fact that they did that is really fucked up because it's just kind of like a lot of times you get more notoriety about that stuff because a lot of times if I stream, somebody who watches me stream maybe have not watched the Direct. And this is even bigger for people who are content creators. Um well, bigger content creators. Um so if Pokey or um XQC or Mango, they were able to live stream um the Direct, there's a lot of people who are just gonna go there and watch just because it's Mango, Pokey, or XQC. A lot of times they don't even really give shit about the Direct itself. It's just more so. So they lost out on a lot of people like that, and it's just another way that they show that they don't really think or care because they're like, well, because if we do that, then more people will watch on YouTube. Which, granted, holistically, yes, the YouTube numbers were out of the roof, but still, just you lose out on so many people with shit like that, and it's so fucking dumb. Because on multiple times, we've seen that restreaming directs and stuff has been a positive, but they don't see it as that, and yeah, fuck Nintendo.
every time.
So what do you guys think?
Hmm. I just say that the people stream, bro. That's what we're here for.
You know,
But all these groups nowadays they're always doing something to try and control somebody from doing something. Like I said, like for some of these groups, limiting who can do what sometimes helps them. Cause I'm not sure. Like it brings the crowd to more specific places compared to like if everybody's streaming it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So you have more of a collection in certain groups.
Yeah, and like I said, their YouTube numbers were absurd, but like I feel like they lost viewership because of that.
I don't
Because
know. I'm personally different. I don't know how much viewership they really lost. Like I don't know. Like it's E3. Like I don't know. I guess yeah, maybe like some casual people are just on Twitch and might like tune in and see like someone streaming an E3 thing, but if
oh,
you're really watching an E3 thing, it's because you meant to be there, I think, for the most part. And it's also Nintendo. It's like probably it's one of the biggest gaming companies in the world. Yeah, they'll be fine.
I mean they will.
And
It's just them
I
being
don't.
shitty in another way.
I mean, I can't call it shitty for a company to say, "Hey, we want people to come watch our content on our thing." I mean, I get it. Like other companies don't do that, but they're also fully within their rights to say, "Hey, listen, we want people to actually come watch on our channel or wherever we're doing our thing." So I can't fault them, to be personally at least. I didn't see a huge issue with it. And like I told you guys, I had actually thought that only certain people could stream E3 in the first place anyway, but I guess I was wrong about that, like y'all were explaining. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, I mean it's their prerogative. If they want their stuff in a certain place, then that's their prerogative, and I can't really fault them for it.
Mm, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's just bad practice, like business practices, but mm, it's just one of those things. It's like they are allowed to do that, but just because you're allowed to do something doesn't make it like the good thing to do. And I still think it's shitty. So yeah, fuck Nintendo. But yeah, I guess moving on to since we're on topic of games and game companies and stuff like that. Um, so about a couple weeks ago, Offline TV did their last quote unquote real Among Us stream or video set where for the first time in like forever, Toast is actually making new content and stuff. So with the whole uh Among Us wave dying down, do you think with Offline TV, like the biggest proponent of Among Us, essentially leaving it to do other things, which is mainly going to be the new Minecraft server that they're developing, do you guys think that Among Us survives without them? Or do you think the game is kind of just going to like wither away?
Well,
Okay.
I was gonna say honestly, I felt like it's been withering away compared to like when we were playing it and like a lot of our friends were playing it, kind
Hmm.
of. Um, I just felt like basically during quarantine, a lot of people had a lot of time on their hands, and a lot of people enjoyed that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
But since people are getting back out and about, you know, I feel like a lot of people's focus hasn't really been on that. So, you know, if they're not really grabbing our attention, how many other people's attention are they grabbing still? You know?
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of in the same place where like the game did really well because like we were inside and we needed stuff to do.
Hmm.
But it's like now, I mean, we still play games together. Yeah, we play like TFT and stuff, but it's things that are quick and easy, and you can get one or two people to play. It's very hard to find 10 people, and now they're talking about 15 people rooms. It's pretty hard nowadays. Like now that people are actually going back outside and doing stuff to find 15 people to sit down at the same time and play something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and playing randoms with randoms in that game isn't nearly as fun. So, I think they're gonna have a tough time, and I kind of feel bad because they're like developing all this stuff now, like different roles, another map, and all these things, and different game modes. And I feel bad because I don't really see it going where they want it to go. You know?
Yeah. So like the thing is like I so do I think it's going to die? No. It's gonna kind of like it's kind of going through the same wave that Fall Guys is, where it's gonna continue to decrease until it holds out into some like niche category.
Yeah,
And then when a new update comes out, people are gonna come back, check it out for a couple weeks, and then probably like go back to it. Like the big like Shaq said, I was like, I think the biggest problem is just like getting like coordinating to get that many people to play is a fucking hassle. Like it's not something easy like, "Oh, I'm gonna go play TFT. You guys want to play? If you guys say you can play, cool. We got 3 people and we're just fucking around. If I'm playing by myself or Chris is playing by myself, it's like, okay, cool. I can just go play ranked if I want to. Like you have options. Like when you have Among Us, which I personally do not play with randoms because I don't want to. It makes it so hard that, even if 2 people for some reason decide, you know what, I'm just not gonna play this week, or I got something came up, it ruins the experience for everybody, especially if you're like streaming it, because now you essentially the content becomes more stale as you get less people. Like you need a lot of people to play that game. But like I was literally just looking up when we brought this up, I was looking up like the number set, and earlier, um, like literally just earlier, I was checking out to see like how many people it is. Like it doesn't have like a low viewer count. Like right now, it says it has if you go onto Twitch, it says that it has a viewer count of 11K, which still really good.
it's not that bad. Yeah,
Yeah, because like if you look at Guilty Gear Strive has 9K, Fall Guys has about 4K, and until you get into like Dead by Daylight, Mario Kart has 4K, and like so like it's still doing good, but like I just don't see it continue. Like it's gonna fall, and but I don't think it's gonna die. It's just gonna, kind of just find its place where it just, sits there.
Yeah.
People are gonna come back to it here and there, but it's not gonna be the craze anymore, which, which happens with every game.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but yeah,
fair.
I don't, yeah, it sucks that all the stuff that they're doing now is happen like all the updates that we kind of asked for back when we were playing are happening now. But I
Yeah.
mean,
hmm
it's still remember you got to remember at the time when they started playing making this game, it was a team of 4 people.
Yeah,
So
that's true as well.
so the fact that they're able to do all the stuff that they were able to do is actually really cool. So I wish them the best.
shit, me too.
But yeah. So, the last thing we have really for video games, uh, TFT is turning 2. So,
Yo,
you guys didn't know, TFT, Team Fight Tactics, has officially been out for 2 years. Um, and I guess it's one of those things is like, how do you guys feel about that?
bro, y'all got me addicted to this damn game, and I love that shit.
Anyway, y'all. Y'all brought it
Bro,
back.
I mean, I'll take the blame for that. So
I mean,
I'm
true.
group
So
effort.
I feel like I should not count as the y'all.
nah, I mean, it was mostly me. I'll die on that
I'm
Is what
bullet.
pretty
I
sure
get
like
into.
we're at the
So
same time.
I don't
No,
remember
Did,
I,
who.
did someone bring it to us? Or I thought we all started because wasn't it like Pat was playing and then
well, you have to
everybody
be
tried it and then
you know,
me and you tried it?
Pat. So
Uh,
I think me and you
n-
tried it like around the same
yeah, we
time,
did.
and then you kept playing and I played significantly less. But I
uh,
play everything significantly less because y'all be playing late and I be asleep.
you just have commitment
Bruh,
issues.
I be falling asleep and I'll be waking up like, oh, I lost, I lost some life points.
Mm. So, I guess so the reason why we started playing was, so I started playing during set 3, um, which was, damn, when was that? I don't know, a long ass time ago. Um, and then after set 3, just before set 4 started, I stopped playing. And then, I started getting onto a more consistent streaming schedule. Um, Pat and Santilli, my mods, both of them still played here and there, and I decided, well, to have fun with my mods and celebrate me getting, I don't remember what it was, some sub goal. I was like, you know what? I'll start playing again because that's something we all play together, or we've all played before. And we did a drunk TFT stream. Then you guys watched it. You guys said, "Oh, this shit looks cool," and then you guys started playing.
There we go.
Now my girlfriend hates it because I be playing all the time.
Be right there in the bed. She trying to cuddle, watch movies, and Chris is over on his phone playing TFT. Oh,
Hey,
tragic.
hey, it's tragic, but hey, your boy gotta do what your boy gotta do.
I gotta get, I gotta get to the plat. God damn it!
Damn right.
But so to celebrate, I guess it was July 7th. Um, they are releasing this birthday skin or not skin,
You're
birthday
celebrating
little
what?
legend. Hmm? What'd you say?
Okay. So like everybody gets it. It's free for everybody.
Yep, free for
Yeah.
everybody. But if you log in by July 7th.
See, I wish they would have had like several birthday skins, like have as they have every like type for each type. This shit is made like a default birthday skin at random.
Oh, apparently you have to play a game to get it.
That's
But
not hard.
even then, I was like, shit, I could do that today. But yeah, so I guess how do you guys feel about, the game so far? Do you think it's in a good place? What do you think they could do better? Um, and what would you, well, I guess we're 2 weeks away from 5.5, the start of 5.5. So
Hmm.
there will be news characters, new traits, and yeah, I guess kind of like what would you want um for the game moving forward?
What do I want for the game moving forward, man? I just want them to continue making my man Vladimir flames because I just found a good comp for him recently,
Mhm.
and you know, I just really I like them trying to make it more even all around,
Mhm.
but I just want them to continue like working on the animation and stuff because like when we first started playing and then the update for this season, it was
Mhm.
a big difference for me, and I was like, bro, oh my gosh, this is the same game.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
so
just the little
you
things.
usually when the season starts, it's a little choppy because, there's a lot of like, brand new mechanics, brand new everything, and, it's hard to catch everything during playtest. So it just takes once it gets to open servers, it's a lot easier to find shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, Shaq, is there anything that you specifically want from the game?
No, the only complaint I've ever had is that like during the carousel, like I've been experiencing like a lot more lag recently. I don't know why, and maybe it's on my end, but no, I think I'm good. I like the frequent updates and like balancing. I think that's good. As opposed to like waiting till the end of seasons and just letting like people run amok with like one comp all season. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
think I'm good.
I do think they're really good. I think it's really good that because they balance every new releases come out every. I think it's actually essentially the same schedule. It's either every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. I don't. Or is it shorter than? Yeah, it's every 2 or 3 weeks. So I think it might be like on the same schedule as our podcast, literally. Um, but yeah, I really appreciate the fact that they, address things because some comps just get fucking stupid sometimes, and then like especially like the skirmisher comp that was in like 11-11 where everybody was going skirmisher. It was just like shit like that's just not fun. Um,
Yeah.
and even like the Heckram comp that when people figured it out, like that shit was absolutely disgusting as well. So like the fact that they go and like change stuff, um, the biggest thing like right now for me, I think is like I think they just need to get rid of Kale. Um, cause she doesn't do what you want her to do. Because they have a problem balancing her because it's either she's too good because she turns on too fast and it's just fast 9 or fast 8 to Kale gets 6 redeemed with uh 4 knights and then just don't lose ever, or she sucks and it's not worth buying her as a 5 cost compared to the other ones who all have so much better utility than her. So I think during my biggest prediction is that because Kale is a nightmare to balance, Kale and Heckram are going to be the first 2 characters that are gone next in during 5.5. They're going to get replaced.
It's either that or they might do the reverse and make them like lesser characters, like not 4 or 5 stars.
So in the previous things, instead of like making them lower stars or higher stars or whatever, they just replaced them. I don't think they've ever changed character from like a 4 cost to a 5 cost or a 5 cost to a 4 cost in the same season. Because Kale
Hmm.
in season 3 was a 4 cost, but now she's a
Yeah,
5 cost in this season. And Yasuo last season obviously was a 1
it was
cost, and
one.
now he's a 3 cost. And in
Yeah,
season
so
3, he was a 2 cost.
it was like Timo was a 3, and now yeah, Timo was a 3. Now he's a 5.
Yep. So yeah, I think it just so stuff like that they don't usually do in the mid-season update, but they'll do during new seasons where they can give them new traits and stuff like that. But yeah, I think those 2 characters are just gonna get wrecked. I can see them getting rid of Vel'Koz, but I hope they don't because I still love Laser Beam.
Laser
But
beam.
yeah, the only
I'm ready to get rid of the shadow items. That's what I'm looking forward to.
that's
The shadow item.
you're gonna have to wait until set 6 for that.
End of season. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm looking forward to.
I don't
Well, it's
mind the
like
set items.
Eh,
they they're
They're,
decent when
they're
you
not
figure out
terrible.
which
Like so
ones
like
to
yeah,
get, bro.
some of them are decent. But no. Yeah.
Cause yeah,
Like
Shadow Trap Claw and Locket Shadow Locket are busted. Like they are so
I'm
good.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I don't think I've ever built a trap claw in
Bro, the
all of my
so
like 2 months playing this game.
dude, Shadow Trap Claw literally gives Trap Claw to the wearer and the 2 people next to him. So you get essentially 3 Trap Claws for the price of 1, and you get no downside. Like it's actually kind of dumb of how good it is.
Yeah, I don't think I've built a single trap claw since I started playing this game.
I literally built Trap Claw to beat you, and that's why you lost that one game where I got first place with Yasuo. I literally built Trap Claw on Yasuo because I was like, this motherfucker keeps stunning me for 2 hours. So yeah, my bad for that one. But yeah, I build Trap Claw if I'm like if I need somebody to like not be CC'd for 2 hours because it blocks the first instance of CC, which or it blocks the first spell and stuns the person who hits you with the spell. So it's a good counter, especially if you have somebody like a Syndra or with like stuff on it, or if you have like Karma or uh what's her name that I always forget? Soraka. So like any of those characters, you build a trap claw, they hit you, you keep going and they get stunned. And essentially they're uh you get free time to do whatever the fuck you want. So yeah. It's actually trap claw is actually really good, especially if you get stuck with against teams like that. But that's not for something we can talk about later. But yeah, play if you play TFT, play a game and get a free skin. Make sure to do that by July 7th. So, you and everybody else can play that skin. So let's see. I think that covers all of our video game topics for today. So I guess we'll go into news and stuff. So first one is Full Metal Alchemist is getting a new project. That was
Yeah.
announced by the creator of the manga series. So, Chris, do you know more about this?
So like basically they were going to I'm just going to double check it, but I saw word on internet that the creator was talking about it. They had made a few, other little things throughout the years of, oh, the Eric brothers doing this, Eric brothers doing that, but they really haven't announced too much about the project. But they were saying like, hey, like, this basically their anniversary is coming up, and for that they were going to do an announcement for a cover for the manga, and basically say, the project's coming, and they're gonna let us know what's about to happen. And I'm excited because I love Full Metal Alchemist. It's one of my favorite anime and manga because I finished all of it, both anime and the manga.
So
I think it's gonna be dope.
fun story. I have only watched
You probably only watched this the first one.
yeah, I never watched Brotherhood.
And it's okay, bro. It's not, but it's okay.
Wait,
Because Brotherhood
you
is
said you've
so
never
much better.
watched. Wait, you said you've never watched Brotherhood?
Nope.
Yeah.
Wait, so you just like struggled
Brotherhood,
through the whole like regular Full Metal?
Yeah.
Oh no, bro, don't do
bruh.
that. It's basically
Yeah,
just Full
brother,
Metal without the filler. I mean, it's basically all it is.
I mean,
and a
there's
lot better
changes.
explanation to stuff, bro.
Hmm.
There's a lot of changes, but it's a lot better like information that they give you.
Well, so the thing was, I watched all of Full Metal because it was on Toonami, and then after that, I saw Full Metal Brotherhood come out. I watched like the first few episodes, like this is the exact same as Full Metal Alchemist. I'm not about. My thing is like, I have a problem where like if I've watched one thing of a series and they make a remake of it, I usually don't really go back and rewatch it because I was like, I've already seen it. Fuck, I care. So then I found out like halfway through, I was like, oh, like the entire ending's different, and there's other changes, and there's characters who are actually like make sense and shit.
Important.
And I was like, oh, I'll watch it
Yeah.
eventually. Then I never watched it.
Yeah. See, like the thing is, like because like the first Full Metal Alchemist, it only goes with the manga for like a few episodes, and then as you said, yeah, it's almost the same, and then they both diverge greatly.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
and
mean, the manga wasn't finished at it, so like the creator gave him like gave them the spark notes, and they kind of just made their own shit after that. So
yeah,
I mean, I get it, and honestly, I liked the original Full Metal, but I mean, I was also like what 12, 13, so. But I don't know. At some point I'll go and watch it, but right now, eventually. That's all I got for you.
it's okay.
But yeah, so that guess we'll go to the next topic. Yes, speaking of anime characters, uh VTuber Kiryu Coco has officially decided that she will be graduating, i.e., retiring from Hololive, which essentially means that she's quitting. Actually, let me bring up who Kiryu Coco is so you can see a picture of her. Do 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 do. Coco. Yes. Images of Kiryu Coco. So yes, Kiryu Coco is VTuber with Hololive, who was actually one of the reasons why VTubers started to come to the West was because her mom, I think, is English and her dad's Japanese. So and she used to live in America. So on her stream, she would speak both Japanese and English, which ended up being one of the reasons why they created Hololive EN, which is the English set of Hololive. Also, she has, I believe it's over 1.25 ish million subscribers on YouTube,
Hmm.
and she is one of, if not the highest ever female super chatter in like YouTube history. I think she has like the highest earnings from super chat of any person on YouTube, or a single
Hmm.
earning. I don't remember what the exact thing is, but yeah, her super chats were like insane. But yeah, she's graduating. She has not explained specifically why, because they said there was a lot of reasons, and she couldn't go into the full details. But her last stream will be on July 1st. And then she will no longer be a part of Hololive. A lot of people are speculating that it had to do with China because China's trash. Um, but and harassment she's been getting, and then also the company trying to distance themselves from her or limiting her because of some issue because of the controversy that she has with China. Um, which I guess the backstory is that she showed her YouTube analytics of highest grossing amounts from where she gets all her money from super chats and stuff. And during her stream, she essentially said that one of places that she has like a surprise amount of supporters from is Taiwan. And China didn't really take that too kindly because they considered Taiwan a part of China and not its own separate country. Well, Taiwan considers itself independent, all that shit. Um, and because she said that, China essentially blew their lid. She got her YouTube account got suspended for, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks. And during that time, she got lots of backlash, lots of death threats, and all types of other stuff. And ever since that situation, she's had one performance, and everything else, whenever she tries to do a collab or other stuff, it's always like been a pain for her because she has to go through so much because she is kind of like a time bomb comparative to other Hololive members because, of the whole China thing. So people are speculating that it has to do with that, but she hasn't specifically said anything, and neither has Hololive. So, what do you guys think about the whole situation?
Mm.
Shaq, you can already say you don't care.
Sensei,
Yeah,
you can say you don't
yeah,
care, Shaq.
perfect.
It's okay.
I appreciate. All right, cool. Am I allowed to say it now? We got it. All right, cool.
uh, you funny, bro. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. As you say, some people suck, some people don't, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get too far into it because we already lost one guy, but do whatever you need to do to make yourself happy and make yourself healthy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it kind of sucks because like
It does.
with especially with the American viewers, I think she's probably like the top like um Japanese English VTuber. Like people like if like you go and look at like people who are VTubers or like fans of VTubers, like Kiryu Coco or of like English speakers, Kiryu Coco is probably top two in most situations. Um and a lot of like even English VTubers like drew inspiration from her and started working in or started doing VTubing because of her. And like I think she like the fact that she's kind of getting driven out is kind of sad, but I mean, hopefully, she has plans of to what she wants to do. I think she also had like some personal things. Like at one point, I think she has a boyfriend, which also makes it a little bit harder to keep a secret
Yeah,
identity and shit when you have a whole ass boyfriend and shit. But that's an alleged thing that I cannot neither confirm nor deny. So, but yeah, sucks. Um, And yeah, I wish the best for her and stuff. She's still, going strong streaming and stuff, and she's made a fuck ton of money. So I'm pretty sure she's chilling, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I said, when you have like 1.224 million subscribers and you are literally the largest super chatter in the fucking world in terms of females, I'm pretty sure you're doing okay.
definitely.
So, but yeah. Um, let's see. So, con VTuber controversy done. Next thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so now that YouTube controversy is over, let's talk about Twitch controversy. So, have you guys heard of the ASMR meta?
Yes. I actually talked to Ryan about it.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I can guess what it is, as I know what ASMR is, and I know that I know the type of things going on with Twitch with the hot tub stuff and all that now, so I can guess.
Mm-mm. So, yeah. So I guess the easiest thing to I'll just bring this over here. So, ASMR meta is this meta that has been going on Twitch as of recent. Um, and it's essentially the next degeneracy
Like,
outside of the hot tub meta. So, you know, we're talking about our girl Amaranth again. I feel like every other
Amaranth
stream,
again.
we always talk about her. Like the three things we talk about: Nintendo being shit, Amaranth, and shitty people as a whole. Like I think that's
Hmm.
like half of our uh Twitter or our podcast now. But anyways, yeah. So the ASMR meta is essentially Amaranth and Indie Fox, two people who were the progenitors of the hot tub meta. After being moved to its own category on Twitch, the hot tub meta stuff started to lose a lot of numbers because just chatting is the biggest category inside of Twitch. So you just get a lot more views when you're in just chatting than you do when hot tub streams and stuff. um so because there's losing views, they decided they were gonna go look for the next big thing, and they decided that they were gonna go to the ASMR category because ASMR is up there too. Um, and when doing so, they started to stream doing sexually suggestive poses. Usually in booty shorts, um, leggings, and all types of stuff like that, and they would essentially make ear licking noises on whatever those ASMR microphones. And let's just say it got very very wild very very quickly, and Twitch was like, we're not dealing with this shit. So both Amaranth and Indie Fox and other people who were repeating the content that they were doing all got banned. Um, I think it's Amaranth's fourth ban and Indie Fox's fifth ban, and yeah, they got banned for 3 days. Um, so I guess like, what do you think about them doing the whole ASMR meta, and then also how do you feel about Twitch banning them?
Well, bro, Twitch banning them isn't nothing new, bro. Like, how many times is Twitch gonna continue to ban them? That's where I am at right now.
Mm.
I mean, I feel like Twitch is making it pretty clear like what they want their platform to be. And
But I
it's
was
like,
I was gonna say, bro, if they're making it that clear, like instead of just, oh, we're gonna ban you for a few days, oh, and then a few more days
well,
we're gonna ban you again,
I,
or a few more days we're gonna stop allowing you to get money off of blah blah blah. Like, at what
well,
point?
when I say like they're making it clear what they want their platform to be, I mean like they want their platform to be focused on like gaming for the most part, right? And not, this is gonna
Yeah.
come off negative, but not, they're not really looking to have their platform focused on sexual content. And like, yes, this isn't OnlyFans or anything like that. Like, it's not at that level, but like it's sexualizing. These women are coming out here and like sexualizing things to try and get viewership and make money. And like that's just not what Twitch wants their platform to be. And like I've said it before, like fam, if that's what you want, you can do that in multiple other places. If you want to do a Connect Pal and OnlyFans, whatever the case may be, like you don't have to get naked to make money on those things. You can do that over there if you want to. But like I feel like Twitch has made it pretty clear, like, hey fam, we want y'all to focus on gaming and things like that. So yeah, you can keep trying to skirt their terms of service and things like that, but they're just gonna keep doing what they want to do and get you out of here because that's not what they want on their platform. And I think everybody knows that. People are just crabbing because, oh well, they didn't really violate terms of service, but it's like use common sense, man. You know what they're looking for. So that's my take on it.
So, one thing I will say to kind of correct you, Shaq, Twitch is not a gaming platform, not anymore. Has it been for years? Like
I'm
the
not
fact.
saying it's a gaming platform, but they don't want sexualized. They're not aiming to have a bunch of sexualized
Well,
content on their
and
website,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
think that's pretty blatant.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Like that was just like saying that, like, Twitch, they want it to be a gaming platform. I disagree with that. Twitch wants this. Twitch, because the biggest category is, once again, just chatting. And even then, after that, I think like music and art are like two of the other top ones. So like saying that it's just a gaming platform, or they want it to be focused towards gaming, is not true anymore. However, um, the biggest, I think Twitch fucked themselves when they kind of just let um the hot tub meta go the way that it was, and it literally allowing them to try and find these loopholes and shit in every single category and stuff. And I it like there has to be a line, and they crossed it, and it they need to be punished more for it, which I'm not like, it's hard to say, because like some of the content they make, sure, fine, whatever, it's cool, like, but like stuff like that shit is not okay, especially because like it's showing a bad precedence for everybody, because
Yeah,
it's essentially just setting up, and it's like I said the last time with the hot tub, man, I was like, what happens when a fucking 16-year-old does this shit? Like, they need to essentially say, if you do this shit, you will not be allowed on the platform. Because, on all honesty, Amaranth and Annie Fox don't give a shit if they get banned for 3 days a week. Like, all that
yeah,
means is that
they're gonna
they're
make
gonna,
money.
yeah, like, apparently after the ban, like, Amaranth, like, got, like, a fuck ton of new subscribers to her OnlyFans. So for her, she won. She did some shit on Twitch. They saw, people went to it, fucking kink shamed the hell out of it, and then went to her OnlyFans, where there's paid subscriptions, where she makes more money than she would if she did it on Twitch. Because they only take 20 OnlyFans only takes 20%. I don't know what it is for partners and stuff, but at least for affiliates and stuff, it's a 50-50 split. So if you do a $5 subscription on Twitch versus a $5 subscription on um OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
you're making an extra 30%. Like, so for them, that's a come up. Like, oh shit, I got banned for 3 days. What the fuck is? You really think that really matters to them? Like, they need to make a hard stop on shit like this. They need to figure whatever the hell they need to do. And even then, like, people made, like, Ludwig made a video of it, or somebody made a video of it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like he went and looked at um this guy who was playing Minecraft, and he did it on an incognito. So no browser history, nothing. The first thing that came up was Amaranth on doing an ASMR thing of ear licking on his browser. Like, no 18 and up thing, nothing. Just showed up front page. Then he
Mhm.
goes to somebody who is playing World of Warcraft, and he says, and it's at an age restriction of 18 up. So you had to click the 18 and up thing. And then they were just talking about fucking builds. Like, what's the best build for a druid or some shit. And you're telling me like, that's the problem, is that they don't know how to censor their own shit or regulate their own shit for shit like that, because and now you're having because it's 13 years and up. So that means if a 13-year-old is going incognito on his thing, uh guy or girl, the first thing that could pop up is literally Amaranth sucking on a fake ear into a microphone. Like, who wants to be like what advertiser wants to be a part of that? Like, that's not okay. And then the moment somebody underage does that, that's a lawsuit. And they just don't know what the fuck to do about it. And I think it's so fucking dumb that they're even dragging their feet to even say, like, all right, they're banned. So they're hoping this stops it. But they're just going to find a new one in like a week. We're going to talk about it. They're going to get banned for 3 more days. And both of them are going to come up on OnlyFans again. Like, it's just a dumb circle that they need to figure out what to do. And they don't know what to do. So it's fucking stupid. But yeah, that's content like that shouldn't be on Twitch. Like, if you want to do shit like that, by all means, go ahead. OnlyFans, shit, make a Patreon, whatever you want to do. I don't care. But I think it's more on. Honestly, I think it's not even on Amaranth and IndieFox. I think it's on Twitch. This is a Twitch problem, not a them problem, because they're just trying to get
It's
a.
no, it's both, fam. Like
I disagree.
it's kind of like what you were saying earlier about the Nintendo thing. Like, yeah, are they in their rights to do it? Yeah, but is it right? No. Like, fam, they know what they're doing, right?
They do, bro.
And sitting there and kind of like trying to find loopholes in terms of service to do that shit is it's not really right. Like, can they do it? Yeah, but is it
Should they be doing
right?
it?
No, not really.
No.
So I can't say it's just on Twitch. Like, it's exactly. So I can't say it's just on Twitch because they shouldn't be doing it.
I
And
mean,
they know that. They know what they're doing and that they know they're going to get banned. They're doing it just like you said because it's going to increase their viewership. So yeah, like I said, can they do it? Yeah. Should they? No. So I can't just say it's just on Twitch. Does Twitch need to like put down like a harder like we're not going to let you on this platform anymore? Yeah, but come on, man. They're adults. They know what they're doing.
yeah, but at the same, so that's true. I will rephrase that. This is more of a Twitch problem than it is an Amaranth and IndieFox problem. Like,
No,
yes,
yeah. I mean, it's not a problem for them. They're just being nasty.
should they be doing it? Technically, no. But at the same time, is the people who allow them to do this is fucking Twitch. And until Twitch tells you not to do something, at some point people are gonna find ways to do shit on the platform. Like, that's just how it is. It's the same thing with fucking video games. It's like, hey, we designed this game to go like this, but people are gonna find ways to break video games because they want to figure out a way just to break a fucking video game. That's just how people are.
Yeah.
So like, it's
That's
it's one of those things is like they're gonna try and find a way to break the system, and until you tell them you need to fucking stop this or there will be actual consequences, they're gonna keep doing it. So, we'll probably see how this goes in 2 weeks. We'll probably find another reason why for them to get banned or something in a week or so. But they are back. They are both back on Twitch and living it up. I don't know what the fuck their streams are now, but they're back. So, yeah, I guess. Um.
Mhm.
So, yeah. I think that's all I have. So the last few things we have. So Shaq, you wanted to talk about being forgiving, and what's your threshold for forgiveness?
so it was actually a topic that I saw that I thought would be interesting just to get you guys' viewpoint. So we all know rapper Pop Smoke got killed last year, tragically,
Mm,
shot in his own home during like a robbery invasion,
Yep.
right?
mm,
Home invasion, whatever you want to call it. And it turns out that the killer was I think he's 15 or 16-year-old kid.
yeah.
That
16.
basically him and 16-year-old kid that him and like a group of friends were trying to like break in and steal Pop Smoke's like jewelry and stuff.
Hmm.
And now the parents of the perpetrator want to meet with Pop Smoke's parents, and I just wanted to know what your guys' thoughts were on that. Like, would you meet with them? basically, is kind of what I was talking about with how forgiving are you? Like, would you be able to sit down with them and talk to the parents of the murder of your son, looking for, I guess, forgiveness?
Bruh, you know my answer.
Well, Chris is a petty little shit, so his answer is no. Um,
And I'm gonna explain myself after you. Go ahead, sir.
well, Chris, I feel like talking to the parents, yes. Talking to the two perpetrators, no.
Why is that?
Because so the thing is, like, you can't control, regardless of how you raise somebody or what you do to try teach them morals and stuff like that, you can't fully control what they're going to do in life. Like, the same way that, we've all done dumb shit and stuff. Granted, we haven't killed anybody. Um, but we've all done dumb shit in life that our parents have told us not to fucking do. We still did it. Why? Because we're our own individuals and we make our own mistakes and stuff like that. So because of that, I can't 100% fault the parents. And at least having a conversation with them is something that I feel like is within range of my emotions. Um, Talking to the people who killed my child, I could not do, because I'm gonna wanna jump over that table and like strangle them myself. But that's specifically me. I think I could, because I don't even really see that as forgiving, because I don't hold the that sin on the parent, like totally on the parents, because it wasn't they weren't the one who pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I feel about it.
So my main thing is why the fuck the parents won't talk to me? Like, why the fuck they trying to talk to me? What the hell are they gonna say? Bro, my son is dead from your son. My son is probably twice the age of your son's. And your sons decided to pull up in his house, try and rob him, and end up killing him. What the hell do you got to say to me about this? Like, nah, you don't have anything to say to me that I want to hear. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, your son killed my son. Whatever you have to say isn't going to bring my son back. Whatever you have to say is not going to make me feel any different towards your son. As you as a person, you're their parent. Yeah, but it's not between us, you know? Oh, can you forgive him? Because they're
Well,
not asking for forgiveness of the parents. They're not asking to forgive them because they weren't there, or if they had something to do with it, then fuck them as well. But overall, like they're really just trying to talk to him about maybe forgiving their sons to make it a little bit better or something like that. And it's no, don't talk to me. It's like it's like this, bro. Your ex cheats on you, and then her dad or mom want to come talk to you. You know she love you. She didn't really mean to do it. Man, shut the fuck up out of here with that shit.
Goddamn.
right. I told you, motherfuckers
Hey,
are savage.
bro, I'm petty. Bro, I'm petty, bro, and I
That boy
have my
said, "Don't
reasons for
look at
being
me.
like that, bro.
Don't
Yeah,
call
bro,
me."
don't, bro. Like at the end of the day, like my anger, like talking to me about that kind of situation, like if if someone came and killed my nephew, a little 3-year-old nephew, and they got arrested, and then their family member want to come talk to me and my brother about it, bro. That shit gonna make me mad, even just being in your vicinity. Like I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to think about it because it brings me pain. You know, that was my loved one, and they're never gonna come back. So whatever you saying ain't gonna bring them back. So you can get the fuck up out of my face.
So
All
tell me
right.
how you really feel.
No.
Word.
Y'all never want to see Mad Chris, bro. Y'all see Petty Chris? Don't see Mad Chris.
So
All right. Well, I think for me, I lean more towards Chris's side. Maybe not quite as angrily. I don't know what we would really have to talk about.
That's what I'm
Was kind
saying.
of I think that situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't fathom in my head what we would really have to sit down and talk about that I would need to hear or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, like Chris said, like my child's dead, and
Yeah.
nothing we talk about is going to bring him back. I'm not gonna at any point in time understand better the reason that my child is dead. Like, so I don't know. I don't see what would be accomplished by it. And it wouldn't even be like out of a place at anger for the parents because Avery, you are right. Like it's like
Yeah.
as well as you raise someone, like you can't be 100% like responsible for their actions. Do I
You're right.
say at 15, am I looking at the parents like, why is your 15-year-old out doing these kind of things?
no,
And
Hell yeah.
yeah,
stuff,
I'm definitely
yeah,
am.
Hell yeah. Because at the
but
end of the day, like, how the fuck he getting around? Like, where the fuck they getting this shit from? And don't tell me you don't know none of this shit.
Yeah, it's
but
like
yeah,
where
I
the fuck
just
is
Don't.
that from?
I'm not sure what positives could come out of that conversation. And again, I just might not, be thinking it through fully, but at this point in time, I don't know if there'd
Cause
be a
like,
reason.
yeah, it was like, bro, like, what's their main objective of talking to them
Hmm.
besides
Yeah, and I
trying to
guess
get
that's what I'd
trying
like to
to
hear.
yeah, like that's what I want to know. Is like, bro, what's your main reason trying to talk to these people? Because at the end of the day, your son didn't murder somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you have to say? We're sorry that our son killed them.
I don't
Is
know.
that
Like,
it?
I mean, for me, it's just like it's one of those things. It's like closure. Closure is different for every person. So for some people, like hearing, speaking to the parents on either either side may help bring closure to it, or like I don't know. It's just one of those things. Just like, can I see myself potentially doing? Like, am I just like a hard no on it? No. Um, but like, is it something I would do? I don't know, but I'm not saying that I'm completely opposed to it, cause like
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. Just like you guys didn't do it, so like my anger and like sadness and hatred and all that stuff, it's not directed at you. Well, mainly not directed at you. You do have some tie into it, but
yeah,
like,
I'm looking at them kind of funny.
but yeah, um, it's just one of those things. It's just like I could I sit down and talk to them? Yes. Would I? It depends. But if you're just asking, would I be able to? I would say yes.
I think I would need to know what they were looking to get out of the conversation before I agree to it. I guess would be the most important thing for me.
But at the same time, for me, like I never like in certain situations, I don't really trust people's intentions because someone could say something one one way, and when they get there, they're trying to say something completely different to you.
That's when you
You
just
know,
leave. You don't have to stay there.
Bruh, but just leave. That's why I would never go in the first place.
I guess. I mean,
I
Chris,
know, bruh.
Chris, I told you, Chris is
I'll
just petty, dog.
I'll give you, bruh,
Yeah,
if you need
also, I
it.
think that's how a lot of people would react. And I like I said, I kind of lean that way. I gotta know what they're looking to get out of this and see like if it's worth me emotionally putting myself in that situation. You know?
Cause like, yeah, it's just think, bro, like you already feel bad about your son, and then oh, we riding to go talk to somebody about our son. They're the people who raised this kid that killed our son. It's a lot of emotions just even going to meet these people. They weren't particularly like the direct, people that did it, but it's still like a lot of emotions to even bring you to that point. Like honestly, I could see a few people breaking down crying before they went to talk to someone's parents like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Just
true.
being human.
That's true. But I don't know. It's like, and granted, these are weighted differently, but I don't know. It's like, but both parents have. lost a child, because those motherfuckers should be gone to prison for like ever. Um, especially for stupid shit like that. Um, so they they essentially lose the people, like the the parents of the perpetrators are essentially losing their child too, just in a different way. And I don't know, it's just one of those things. Just like, granted,
At
they're
least,
getting
at
what
least,
they deserve, but
at
yeah,
least they can call him on his cell phone. I can't call my kid.
yeah. I mean, that once again, as I said, in a way, not
Yeah,
it's not a direct one to one, but it's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's something that's like, if you like some way, like, this may be like a closure for the parents of Pop Smoke too. Like, maybe they see it as a way of potential being closure, and because everybody, once again, everybody thinks differently. So I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, it's I think it's person by person, but eh. If you feel like it's a like if you feel like you can't deal with emotions, don't do it. If you feel like you can, and this could be something that could potentially be beneficial for you to have closure, then then do it. Like, I feel like I lean closer to the side of uh the closure thing, because I always want to, engineer mine. I want to know everything, and I overanalyze stuff. So at least like, talking to them may give me a better idea of something that I may have had a question about before. And to me, that helps me. But not everybody's like that. So
it's fair.
Bruh, some days, bruh, you have to wake up and choose violence.
that's you every week. or me anytime or me anytime I see something about Goku. Shit talking Goku. So I know I like Goku. Don't worry, guys. Just relax about. Don't flame me in the comments for shit talking Goku. It's literally just a joke, because it pisses off my
Nah,
friend.
nah, I'm serious. Goku's months.
Oh,
Goku's a
relax.
co-star in his own show.
Not even true.
Vegeta's better. Vegeta's not better, but I feel like Vegeta's probably more popular.
Vegeta's a better dad. I'll give you that.
Definitely.
Goku's probably the worst dad to ever exist. So it'd be pretty hard to find a worse dad than Goku.
Uh,
Nah,
there-
fam, I would rather be abandoned as a child than be forced like to go fight like one of the like strongest people in the universe. And not just that, but a guy that my dad was like, you know what, you're not strong enough, bro. We're gonna leave. You go ahead and train, and then we'll come back and fight my son. Fam,
Bruh.
what
Bruh.
kind of dad is
Yo,
that?
like, your dad really let you and watch you get your ass beat
after he
by
gave
a grown person, bro.
after he gave him a fucking sensu bean too. It's like, damn, you tired? Wait, here you go. Make sure you go to full strength, and now here's my son.
Yeah, fam.
Have fun.
I'd rather you just like not be in my life at that point, man.
I'm like, dang, dad, I was really trying to play games today, bro.
Right.
Shit.
I just wanted to have friends with my friends.
Bro, sayings are problematic altogether.
Fair, but yeah.
But anyways.
Um.
Mm.
So yeah, I think. Oh, we have one more thing. Speaking of, petty Chris and shit. Um, you, Chris, you want to talk about our "Don't be a shitty person"? And while you do that,
Don't be
I think you
a
missed one thing.
shitty
I don't know if we're talking about
person.
it, but
huh?
the Juneteenth. I don't
I'm
know.
saving that
If
for
Oh,
I was
last.
missing.
Saving that for last.
Okay.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, don't
Say
be.
that for the last.
We want to end on a good note.
Okay. Man, when y'all always like, Chris, we got a shitty person, I said we will find one. And when I said we will find one,
He
I'm
went
talking about my
downstairs. He
goddamn
went
neighbors.
downstairs.
Goddamn downstairs, y'all. They downstairs. The shitty people are downstairs.
Can they
And I
hear you
mean
right now?
shitty, bruh. I hope they can hear me. Cause I was listening to them talk about their trash today when I was going inside their room. And I was cracking up. I said, y'all hoes dumb. Sorry, they did not. Well, it may be, but I don't know. But anyways, don't be a shitty person, y'all. Be considerate of other people. Be considerate of where you live and just take care of the environment. So here we have valet trash. So basically you have a trash can, you put your trash bag in your trash can. That's regular shit, right? Everybody knows to put a trash bag in a trash can, right? Apparently these girls don't know that, bruh. So Tuesday through Saturday, we have guys that actually come and grab your trash after the trash can. Like all you gotta do is tie up your bag, just leave it in the trash, the given trash can they give you, and put it outside. Between 7 and 8, you'll hear the guys running. They have a big old green bag. They come up every little complex, 3 flights of steps. Run up, grab all the trash, throw it in their big bag. They run, put that big bag into their truck, and they drive it to the dumpster. Easy, bro. Easy. Say less, right? No. First week, like this is not nothing new, bro. First time, like, cause it's been getting bad. People here have just been leaving trash and shit everywhere. And I mean shit, I mean like dog shit, like everywhere. And you're supposed to pick that up too. But back on topic, Chris. So first time we saw this shit, bro. These girls had a big 3x4 box, but it was about a foot off the ground. They put it outside their door in the hallway, the hallway that everybody has to walk through. So they're on the first floor, and it's just trash all in this shit. Like not bagged up. Like you got some Wendy's bags, some Walmart stuff, all types of stuff in this box, y'all. And I think in this box, it's not really in a box. It's just like trash on top of a box. And it's not for the guy's protocol because how the hell they gonna run with all this trash like that? So that stayed there for a few days. You know, a few animals got into it and just littered the hallway with these girls' trash. And sooner or later, someone picked it up. I'm not sure who, but thank you for being a saint. So forward in time, since Saturday, hey Ryan, you should go outside and see if it's still there. Oh, she about to go outside for me and see if it's there. Since Saturday, they have left their trash outside, like not at the time to pick up. It's been outside since Saturday, 7 p.m. and it stayed outside because they didn't want to put any trash bags for their trash in their trash can. So they just have a shit ton of stuff hanging out this trash can. And the guys can't pick it up because it's not a bag in there. So today, as I was coming home, I pull up, I park, and by this time, Brian's been saying, "Hey, I'm gonna leave them a note because these girls don't understand how to do this." And I park, I got my car, and then those girls come, and then they're literally saying, "Oh my gosh, these people better come get this trash today because it's starting to stink." And oh my gosh, I'm like, "Girl, you could have took that to the dumpster yourself. I don't know why you complaining." And you still don't have a bag in that thing for all that trash. They can't put it in their bag. Like, that's not how it works. We have given rules for all this stuff. Hold on. Any word? They probably put that shit back inside. But it but it goes farther than that. It's just like, why can't you be considerate of other people's jobs, of what other people have to do to, make it easy living for everybody. Like, you know, you get easy amenities and stuff like that, but you can't take care of them. Like the other day, we were walking by the pool in the mornings. We were walking the dog, and someone had legit left like a dinner plate. Like we have like a whole grill area out there by the pool. Someone left a dinner plate, some spam. There were some shoes, some socks, plastic bottles everywhere. It's like, what were y'all doing at night? Like y'all can't clean up after yourself. Y'all decided to come out here, but y'all can't take any of your stuff. Like, who left their shoes out here? Who? Y'all is nasty. Nasty and inconsiderate of like everybody else. Like, you know, like it's a clean, nice place we live in, and people just being nasty as fuck. Don't do that. Be better. Do better. Fuck. I'm over here sweating. I'm hot. I'm heated.
Mrs. Mad
Just,
Man.
bruh. If you seen these people, bro, I could actually, bro. I could probably talk about a shit person every podcast just about the people that live in here. And I will
It might be
start
time to
naming
move, bro.
people, bro. I will start naming these people, bro. I'm gonna say, what's your name? All right, Claudia. Bro, Claudia does not take care of her kids, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
I almost hit Claudia's kids 3 times with my car because they was running in the street.
yeah, it might be time to move, though.
Right.
Bro, hey, uh, almost. I'm trying to get a house, but at the same time, I do have commitment issues with living areas. So that's my thing. But yeah, I'm gonna just start naming these people. But yeah, be a better person and be considerate of others and help people help you. Like you pay is a part of like your pay of your rent. Like it's valet trash service. You don't have to do nothing but put your trash in a bag and tie that bitch. But
I, you feel better now?
I don't, bro, because I want to know. I just want to know if these guys picked that. I hope they didn't pick that trash up. I hope them girls just put that shit back in their apartment because they,
Y'all don't have a dumpster anywhere that they could walk to.
bro. Yes, there's a dumpster that they can walk it to. Like if I miss the trash and if I have a lot of stuff like that I need to throw away, I'll just take it on my way out of the neighborhood. It's not that far. It's on the way out. Like if you leave, you pass the dumpster. It's so easy just to take care of your shit. And that's my whole thing, bro. Like just be considerate, take care of the shit that you need to. If someone's like, hey bro, I'll come help you out. I just need you to put a quarter underneath the mat and I will do blah 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 blah. Bro, put the quarter under the mat. You know? That's all you gotta do. And if it's a free quarter every time, why can't you do that? But you know, I'm just petty, Chris, living in this world with dumb people.
Petty as fuck.
Hey, I earned it.
But it's okay. We expect you to be petty.
But hey, I'm petty, but I actually only fuck and I only troll people that I fuck with. So y'all are lucky. I like you guys.
Yay, I guess. But
I'm a good guy
yeah,
at the end of the day. I just get mad about dumb stuff.
that's
Dumb
fair.
people.
Yeah, I think it's really dumb and it's really annoying. Don't be a shitty person, and you know, at least read the rules of like what you're supposed to do. Like it's really not
Bruh.
that hard.
It's not, bro. They give you a piece of paper that has 3 rules on it about the trash. Like, okay, whatever, babe. Well, there's 3 main ones that are easy to see. It's not that hard to read it. Oh, the first one. Oh, collection is between this time. Okay, cool. On the days, not Sunday and Monday. These hoes leaving that shit out Sunday and Monday. That's on the rules, bro. Like don't like come on. And everybody has the rules. That's my whole problem. But
That's funny. But yeah. Shaq, do you have anything for it?
No, I mean, I think Chris about covered it.
Chris's tirade.
yeah, bro. I can go on shitty people all day, bro. I just
We're
let me
well
go on
aware.
it. Cause I'll be holding it in, bro. I just be looking at people Arthur memeing the whole time.
Well, yeah.
It's
So,
like,
but yeah. Let's get to our last topic. A little bit on the lighter side. So if you didn't know, we had a federal holiday this past weekend. It is
yeah.
called Juneteenth. It is to celebrate. The the Senate
Mm-hmm.
unanimously
Mm-hmm.
signed it to become a federal holiday, and only 14 people in the House voted against it. We're not going to name
They
who
racist.
or what or what
they they
political
racist.
They conveniently overlap with all the same people that were fighting to protect all the Confederate like monuments and stuff.
Some I'm not going to say anything. But anyways, so yeah, the president signed it into law, and literally 3 days before Juneteenth. And so we had a federal holiday this weekend, celebrating the freedom of the last slaves in southwestern states, mainly Texas.
Yeah, it is your
Um,
favorite. Y'all gotta claim that one.
yeah, mainly Texas. I'm not gonna lie about that one. Texas does some fucked up shit every once in a while. But so yeah. How do you guys feel about Juneteenth becoming a federal holiday?
Well, for those who didn't know, a lot of African American people celebrate Juneteenth. You know,
Anyways,
before yeah. Anyways, before a lot of this stuff got brought to light, it's always been something for a lot of people, and I'm glad they did it because it's it's pretty important. Like to imagine, like, hey, we're slaves, but only because people didn't tell us that we weren't supposed to be slaves.
I mean, yeah, they didn't have the internet, and the mail was by horse. So, and
Yeah, yeah.
if you don't know,
So
Texas is kind of big.
it's very big,
Yeah,
and it goes to also saying like back in those days, certain people didn't want people
want
to
to
know that
know,
kind of stuff as well.
right?
So it was like, hey, like, nah, for real, it's done. You have to let it go.
Yeah.
And for some of those families, it means the world. Like
Yep.
from my dad's side, that side is derived from slaves. Um, I have a whole bunch of family history and stuff about some crazy stuff too, but not going into that. But for those people who lived and survived that kind of stuff, it's a big moment for them, and to pass that down to their children, and it means a lot. So
Hmm.
it's literally like for some their 4th of July,
Hmm.
and it's important.
Yeah. So,
Um, I
oh,
think the only thing I haven't liked is just certain like companies and things like just trying to do too much. Like I don't know if you guys saw in IKEA in Atlanta, a bunch of their black staff had to boycott because they planned like a special Juneteenth menu, and of course put like fried chicken, watermelon, and greens on there. It's like, fam,
Why?
really? Exactly. So I haven't liked those things, but it's a national holiday. I like the idea of it.
Yeah. Um. So I'm happy that it became a holiday. Um. There obviously like it's
The-
baby steps, but
I'll say it like this: I'm happy it is. I wasn't happy about the execution of it.
yeah, like also the fact that it was 3 days before the actual Juneteenth that they decided to make it a holiday. That's like, dog, you're pandering, but you know what? I'll take it. Even though I still don't, it's on a Saturday, so it's not like I get the fuck. I'm not getting an extra day off.
Bruh. So a lot of the military bases shut down.
Mhm.
Um, and it's funny because I'm in logistics. We actually had shipments going to them, and no one said anything about any of that stuff. So that's
Yeah,
why those shipments, bro, they got lost, and we just today found them.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's like, yeah, like after dispatch grabs them, drives off. I have no idea what's going on with this stuff. So
Hmm.
when a whole bunch of trucks go to a base and all the gates are closed, who knows what those guys do? You
Yeah,
know. So it was a little messy. Also, like for instance, USPS, the mail service,
they kept
they
working.
yeah, because they said that it's too late for them. They can't just cancel all that stuff down because it would basically set them so far behind
Yep.
that it would really mess everything up.
Yeah, because
And I was like,
they're already getting fucking destroyed by the new the dirty whatever the fuck he is, the new head of the USPS. Like
yeah,
he's been cutting back everything and making and cutting off all types of funding and shit for them. So it's already bad. Um that but
that's how
the
you end up with berries.
yeah, the USPS is already a whole separate problem that too long to talk about. But if you really want to know about it, there's a great John Oliver video that talks about it. You should go check it out. Maybe I'll even link it in the description on YouTube. It's a great 20-minute watch. But either way, um yeah, I think there's a lot of things that need to be addressed before that probably should have been addressed before this. But
Yeah,
this is like something that we all can be happy about. My dad, and I asked him about my dad. He's like, man, well, he's retired, so he's like, I don't give a fuck if it's a holiday or not. Every day is a holiday for me. What I really need is this voting rights bill, and I'm just like, yeah, that's something that needs to be addressed. But you know, shit like that. So yeah, this to me it seems kind of pandering to gloss over shit that is more important at the time, but at the same time, I'll take it.
no, we'll take it
So
next year when I can actually take it.
right, well, it's gonna be on a Sunday next year, so we
You
still
right,
can't
you
still
right.
can't take it, dog.
Bruh, oh my God. I'm gonna be like, yo, can we actually take effect for the Monday because I'm a Sunday and I'm a black guy,
Yeah, it's gonna be on
It's
Father's Day next year, so
gonna be on Father's Day next year. That's crazy.
yeah.
Sorry, Dad. It's Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, dog, can't show up. Federal holiday. Hmm.
uh, oh my gosh.
One other thing, real quick. So, um, Sammy, showed me this like thing where, um, this black girl on, Facebook or something. I don't really know where it was. She posted saying, so my white friend sent me a message saying Happy Juneteenth, and I feel uncomfortable about it because why is the oppressor congratulating on a day of the for the oppressee? I'm just like, when I heard that, I was just like, this is a national holiday for all of America, not just black people.
Yeah.
We also
So
got listen, man. We got to stop doing this where we project things. Like, fam, not
yeah, I
everybody.
was just
You
like,
know what I mean?
Doug, she isn't the one who enslaved you. Like, you're not enslaved. I was like, just because this is a national holiday at this point, so like, you need to stop being so fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, now, if you knew this person was like blatantly racist and said some shit like that, okay, fine. I understand. But it's usually this, like, if that's your friend that, you're cool with and like, isn't like a shitty person, bro, just say happy Juneteenth back and then fucking call and live your life. Like, you don't have to take offense to shit like that.
But some people they like to do that 'cause they have to have that you know,
Yeah,
chip
no.
on their shoulder.
Bro, you trying to play the victim too hard on that one. Sorry, can't help you with that. But
I won't.
but yeah,
I
she like that was the one and only thing I was just like, okay, sis, you're reaching, but okay, whatever, live your life. I'm gonna just shit. I'm gonna go tell all my white friends happy Juneteenth. Fuck that shit.
mean, as long as they understand.
Mm. So, but yeah, um, yeah, I think that's everything on our list for this week. Um, so yeah, uh, I guess thank you everybody for coming. And thank you guys for your lovely opinions and Chris being petty.
Hey, all the time, anytime.
So
And
go ahead.
one last thing, y'all. It's the last 30 seconds of this first game in the Eastern Conference Finals, and let's go Hawks. That's it. That's all I
Sure.
got.
Okay. So as per usual, guess we'll just end it with so Chris, any last word? Well, I guess you just said your last words. Any
Okay.
socials do you want them to follow you on? Any
Well,
news and updates that you got?
okay. I do got news. I do got more stuff to say. So first off, I'm gonna retake about the time. It's the last 4.6 seconds, y'all. We up by 3.
Oh my god.
Hey, they said we wasn't gonna win. I was here for a win, y'all. I'm trying to get to the finals. But anyways, news for me. I just had my 4th year straight with Ryan Clark, and she's a doll. She's kind of mean sometimes, but she's sweet.
Thanos.
Uh,
Thanos.
that's, I said mean, and she gave me this look. She about to snap me out of existence,
Hell
y'all.
yeah.
But had a good weekend with her. We spent a lot of time. Well, our anniversary was last Thursday. I had went to fancy dinner, and the hostess called me by the wrong name when she was looking for me and talking to me directly. And yeah, it was still fun though. But that was my news. Y'all can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and even on Twitch at Jet Kamikaze. That's Jet_Kamikaze. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Yay. Shaq, you got anything?
Follow me on MySpace. That's all I got for you.
But not on Twitter.
I
Yeah,
just
I
understand, bro.
deactivated my Twitter. All I have is MySpace now, so follow me.
Bro, don't
Bruh,
lie to us.
my heart just stopped for 2 seconds, bro. You said follow me on MySpace. I said, bro, how you make a MySpace profile now?
Right.
What you mean? MySpace still exists. Oh
I
wow,
know it
MySpace
does,
is still
bro.
there, bro.
I
Don't
know
follow
it
me.
is.
But why
Uh,
would you? But yeah. Yeah, I guess go follow Shaq on MySpace or something. Uh we'll find Shaq's link to MySpace, put it in the YouTube video. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? 50-50. Um but yeah. for me, True55. I stream every you can catch me here at True55 on Twitch. Stream every Monday and Wednesday except for podcast days when Chris is hosting. And usually another day during the weekend. Um ugh. Yeah, also catch me on my Twitter if you want to see updates. It should What is my Twitter? Oh, it's truth_ave. Also, in the top left corner every once in a while. And yeah. Oh, also I have updated my Discord. So if you guys want to check out the Discord, and we have news and updates there as well. Also for subscribers, if you have your Twitch account linked with your Discord account, you get access to um, a Discord only channel, which has a couple of uh text channels and a voice channel. And one of the channels actually is a podcast suggestion. So once uh each podcast will pull one of the questions from you guys to talk about. So yeah, incentive for subscribing. Um, I think that's really it. Oh yeah, also go follow the uh YouTube channel.
YouTube.
Um, we'll be posting this in the next couple of days. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All those YouTube things. Because it means a lot to us. We're trying to make this consist. Well, we're trying to make this much more consistent as we can. And your support really shows that you guys like this, and this is something that we should keep on doing. So yeah, guys. I think that's all I really got.
Yeah.
Any Anything else from you guys?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on one
So
second, bro.
Oh God. Are you
There
are
we
you
go.
are you Dog? I literally just got a
That's your fault, bro.
a 32 ounce. You're gonna this. Oh my God. Well, anyways, thank you everybody for joining. This has been episode 10 of the Poor Decision podcast, and we shall catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace, yo.
adios.
Go Hawks.